What's up, Scorpio? This is going to be your bi-weekly love check-in. This is for my Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this video, give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It helps out the channel. If you're new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. Also, if you're new here, guys, on this channel, I combine tarot and channeling with universal law of assumption and manifesting. So if that is something that you enjoy, then stick with me. I also offer personal sessions where I do the same, so all my info is in the description box of the video. If you're looking for a more traditional psychic or a tarot reader or some quick answers, I have put links to my affiliates, Mystic Sense and Spiritual Blossom, in the description box as well. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5 minutes reading free. Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit $20. And you can follow me on TikTok or Instagram if you want to as well. So the links are in the description box of the video too. Okay, Scorpio, we're going to do a check-in, the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? And a projected potential. And I say that because tying in universal law of assumption, this is a check-in point into one version of you, your specific person, and the connection that you, Scorpio, have selected, manifested out of the infinite that are available right now in this very given moment. Creation is finished. Everything exists all at once. Everyone is you pushed out in your personal reality. If you would like to manifest this differently, circumstances do not matter. You can have anyone or any version of anyone that you want. It just requires a shift in your state of consciousness, the version of Scorpio that you're being, and your dominant thoughts and assumptions, a reselection. If you don't know what I mean, you can check out my playlist. I've also just on manifesting, I've also just launched this week, guys, a course called Shifted that is going to take you through all the fundamentals and practical application, including also a bonus module on your specific person, rewriting the story of them too. So you can check that out. I'm very excited about it. The link is in the description box of the video as well. And I also like to give you tips as I read. Okay, Scorpio? All right, so the person on Scorpio's mind, how they're feeling about Scorpio. Page of Swords, observation energy. Could be a bit of this kind of spying. 7 of Pentacles. Groundwork, Scorpio. So 7 of Pentacles, there's a groundwork, but Knight of Swords looks like maybe you've had a bit of conflict with this person. Knight of Swords, abrupt words or an abrupt sort of an ending or something like that. Justice card. Scorpio, Libra energy. Could be that there's been an argument or a row or something. Maybe something needs to be made right. Page of Swords is observation. So let's have a look. There's a coldness. 5 of Pentacles. And there's that Knight of Swords. So this is why I combine everything all together, guys, because the cards are always accurate for just like the energy reading. But it is for the moment. So none of this is set in stone. So it seems to be maybe there's been a row. There's a feeling of being left out in the cold. Something needs to be kind of made right. Let's take a look what's in the overall Ace of Swords. There's wanting to have maybe a conversation or a truth to be spoken between the two of you. And then we've got the Judgment card in the reverse. All right, Scorpio, so there's questions here like, can this be made right? The Judgment card would be about revival. It's somewhere here about being left out in the cold, and then like, in order to make this, you know, to have a new start, there's a need to make things balanced and just. So in this, just the recent perceived past, this version of the connection, it looks like something might have happened, like there might have been a called out energy or an abrupt ending, and a need to sort of clarify things and speak the truth and make good on that. And then there's a bit of this questioning, is that possible? So let's have a look at this 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, Wheel of Fortune. So something needs to be shifted, and it's about honesty, truth, speaking the truth, in order for this to turn for the better. So like Wheel of Fortune also is a bit round and round energy. So it could be a situation where it's like not the first time where things have erupted. Let me have a look. King of Pentacles and 7 of Cups. Confusion, questions around maybe loyalty, commitment, etc. for some of you. I mean, some of you are dealing with a situation where marriage, divorce, legal matters and other energies are in the mix, guys. So that would need to end in order to actually shift things for the positive. And so that might be where, you know, there's been a bit of a cold energy and impatience going on, Scorpio. So like that could be the issue. Let's have a look at this 5 of Pentacles, the World. Yeah, I mean, some of you, if it's not that, marriage, divorce, legal matters, then Scorpio, this is about, you know, cycles. So wanting to end an old cycle where this might go cold or there might be erratic communication. There seems to just be like this kind of mixed feeling or like reactivity to one another because there's confusion. Like, is this a commitment? Is this not a commitment? You know, are there other cups around? That could be unfounded. It could just be this whole thing, right? And then there's big reactions. Some of you are separated by distance, and so that's a factor. And then maybe that creates suspicion. You know, let's have a look. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. It seems to be in this, for those of you for whom this reading resonates, and don't make it your reading if it's not your reading, guys. And like I said, I don't fortune tell. It's a check-in in energy in this moment. It just looks like in this moment, there's a coldness and there's a feeling like you're not really investing in one another. Like the Seven of Pentacles is the groundwork, and it's in the reverse. Like on one hand, they have hope and they want to heal it. On the other hand, it's like, a conversation needs to be had. Can we close out a certain cycle? Something might need to be balanced out. Let's see. Two of Cups, on the other hand, that's about soul connection, relationships. And then we have Eight of Swords in the reverse. This person's trying to get out of their own head because it seems to be that there's been a trapped feeling of this kind of confusion and erratic stuff going on between the two of you. Like something needs to be healed between the two of you. The Star card could be that there's been lots of hopes for this, but then things kind of go to shit, okay, due to like confusion. All right, maybe it's communication issues, not being upfront, or accusations of not being honest or upfront or clear. And that can be a fear, guys. Eight of Swords is our own limiting belief. So this could be the thing. It could be this big fear around, are you choosing the connection? Do you choose me? Are you being, you know, honest with me? Judgment card in the reverse, also shadow judgment energy. So there could be arguments and a feeling of like, it's a bit judgmental. That's the way I read Judgment card in the reverse. So there could be like harsh or erratic communication between the two of you. King of Pentacles. So the hope maybe is to have King of Pentacles, which is loyalty, stability. Okay. And for some of you, that seems complicated due to outside factors, people, legal, etc. Contracts with other people, like, you know, marriage, divorce, whatever. And for others of you, it just seems confusing and it causes things that, you know, this is just like a harsh energy. So things need to be made more balanced, okay? There's a rejection wound here. Four of Cups, this person's trying to like come out of this rejection wound, or they're aware that they've disappointed you in some kind of a way. It's sort of the energy. Now, Scorpio, I don't know, let's have a look at you, because really it's your manifestation in this moment, and it only appears to continue, or cycles continue, because that's where awareness is. It's not a blame and shame game, guys. So I'm not telling you if a person has acted up that it's because you're a bad person. It's just like, you know, self-concept, your identity, whatever is in your awareness, thoughts and assumptions, then pushed out, you collapse a certain result or a certain version of a connection or a dynamic, okay? So if you want to break that, you can do that just by shifting your focus. So what do you want, Scorpio? High Priestess. It's a mystery. You don't know. There could just be this feeling of like things are confusing, mysterious, or, you know, you could feel like there's secrets between the two of you, and that's the thing. Ace of Swords would be about getting clear with one another. Magician card, manifesting. You're manifesting them. Maybe you go through periods of silence, or you're in silence with this person at the moment. They want to talk, Ace of Swords, but there's a lot of this going around in the mind about feeling, you know, that something needs to be made right between the two of you. Guys, if you've had a row, honestly, it might sound delulu. All you need to do is take your attention off even what happened before and be like, you can revise it. You can be like, no, we're perfect, or we have perfect communication. If you feel like this person in some kind of a way has... If you hold on to resentments, guys, you can keep remanifesting the same dynamic. So I always recommend to, one, look at why self-concept, something manifested in the first place, what was reflected, and then deal with that. And then if you want the person, the preferable version, we're not trying to manipulate or change the version where shit hit the fan. For those of you that want them, okay, you just need to dominantly hold them in the assumption that they are exactly the way that you want them to be, right? Like, oh, they treat me so well. If there's confusion and mixed signals, you say, no, they're so consistent, they're so loving, they're adoring. If you want this stable, loyal commitment, so loyal, so committed, so loving, so whatever, you can have anything you want. If there's issues because of travel or distance, and then that causes confusion and suspicion, no, we have such a safe and secure connection. We're so open with one another. They're bending over backwards to make me feel safe and secure. If you want them to be living with you and you think that distance is a problem, you're making it the problem, and things will shift in a moment if you just focus on being in your end in the now. Okay, manifesting is that. It's literally observation, sustained observation, conscious or unconscious. Okay, 7 of Swords, there's trust issues here, Scorpio. Trust. 4 of Pentacles, insecurity, jealousy issues. Page of Wands, questions around flirting with other energies. Look, we've got a King and Queen of Pentacles, which is a pair, but then there's all these trust issues and confusion. So that would be a solid pair. And then see, and there's this 2 of Wands being at a crossroads and wondering, could this actually be a happily ever after? Some of you, you know, there's trust, there's lacking the trust that this could lead to 10 of Cups. So if that's your story, Scorpio, I mean, some of you, maybe you feel like this person withholds and doesn't give you that. So then you're going to get the validation of that. You're going to get the version that shows you that they're not delivering, you know. So if you want the 10 of Cups, you want the happily ever after, you just affirm for that. I'm version of Scorpio that has it. If this is a pattern that you have in love, like I can't trust or whatever, you have to rewrite the story of Scorpio regardless, okay? Because we want you to have assumptions and thoughts in alignment with an identity of you that gets whatever or whoever the fuck you want. So revise that. You know, some of you, like I said, 2 of Wands, this is crossroads energy. A portion of you, if you know, this is because there's like a tie outside of the connection, hasn't been tied up. If you're in this situation where there's third party stuff and this involves kind of having to be, you know, a little bit strategic or sneaky or whatever, then just get rid of third parties, write them out of the equation, because everything moves through you, okay? All the pieces. Seriously. Page of Wands is questions, also insecurities maybe around flirting. So this could be just like unfounded confusion, guys, and then arguments and trust issues. So then, you know, you can manifest the healthier version of the connection. We've got Hermit card, but it's in the reverse. So there's withdrawal energy. You want to come out of that withdrawal, Scorpio, and there you are, Death card, round and round. Seems to go round and round. For some of you, yes, there's unfinished business involving exes, family, children, etc. That could be the thing, okay? Or Scorpio, I would argue you have trust issues in relationships stemming from family. You don't believe in the happily ever after, or you assume this person doesn't. And if that's the case, that's an assumption as well. You feel like this person holds back, they're an avoidant, for example, or we could have anxious avoidant going on, guys. Again, all labels and one version of a connection. So you need to stop that. Then you need to be, if you want them, you need to be like, no, they're so secure. Affirm the opposite, not avoidant at all. So loving, so emotionally available, because that is honestly all you need to do, guys. And it's like that, okay? You're gonna get the version that you want, reselect. So I don't know, we're at a 2 of Wands here. What's the plan? Decision needs to be made. Now, if you're waiting for this person to choose, you just say, put yourself in the end now. They've chosen. No, of course, we're together. We're perfect. We have the best relationship, 10 of Cups, happily ever after. If there is trust issues and flirting and there's fear around other people, then no, don't put your focus on that. No, I'm all they've ever wanted, full stop, period, point blank. That's it. Because I said so. Because I am that I am. I am Scorpio that has the perfect relationship. I've always had the perfect relationships. Okay? If you, Scorpio, have unfinished business outside of this, so you feel like you're scared of going all in because, you know, there's issues that you have to close out, well, just say everything always goes my way, everything's working perfectly for me, and then affirm in accordance with that. And if you want to be with this person, just say, we're perfect. As an example, guys, you'll have to come up with what feels natural for you. I don't know, Scorpio, just in this check-in, which again, fuck it in a bucket, you can walk away from this reading and just shift in the moment. Take your awareness of what you don't want. But, you know, it seems to me that there's been erratic energy. The Two of Cups does look like there's a nice soul connection and there's wanting this relationship with you. But Eight of Swords is a lot of limiting beliefs, fears, feeling like trapped by the confusion and the round and round. This is like karmic patterns, but you don't need to be concerned about if they're dealing with their karma. You just have to change your perspective, your observation and version of you that you're being, and select a version of them that shows up differently. Don't try to change a different version, okay? If you guys want to check out my course, it will make sense, or you can go and look at other coaches, or you can investigate the law, and you can test it for yourself. We've got drama, truth coming out, thinking of you, crying, nostalgia, missing you. So here's the thing, they are missing you. There has been some drama, I said. Now, there could have been an accusation around other energies or something like that. Okay, Scorpio, because we've got toxic people. Okay, so there could be like toxic exes, or, you know, accusations around, you know, people around. What are you doing? Are you messing around, founded or unfounded? And then there's been a drama around that with cold shoulder, breakup, distance, separation. So what do they want? Yeah, we have playing the victim, argumentative, immature. Argumentative. There's been arguments, Scorpio. So what are they coming forward with just in this check-in? Oh, we've got red flags, signs, deception, jealousy, guys. All what I've said. So if it's not your reading, guys, seriously, it doesn't matter. If it is your reading, I've already told you, you can get rid of any of these things you don't like. Again, anxious, avoidant, runner, chaser, twin flame, guidance, faith, healing, intuition, dreams. So that they're still hanging on to hope to heal it. But at the moment, there seems to be a lot of these jealousy issues and, you know, trust issues and all of that. Push, pull, power struggles, imbalance, stubborn. Okay, Scorpio, so no, they're not stubborn. They're stubborn about me. Can't get enough of me. Madly in love with me. Fuck the divine timing, because I explained you have the illusion of time if you persist in observing like how much time it's taking. I have it now. I have them now. It's perfect now. We're perfect now. They're chasing me now. We're in our 10 of Cups now. We're married now. We live together now. Whatever it is, but stick to it. Persist until it hardens into fact, okay? It must. It's the law. All right, guys. I hope that resonated for you. I think I said the signs. Aquarius. I'm not sure if I said Aquarius. And then Virgo. Yeah. All right, Scorpio. For those of you for whom it resonated, awesome. In essence, I hope that it guided you. Either way, I intend that it did. And again, you can check out my course Shifted. I put the link in the description box of the video. I'm just plugging it a lot because I'm so excited that it's finally launched. Hopefully see you guys over there. Otherwise, I love you and I'll see you guys in 2 weeks' time.